Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are all doing fine at home, and I'm quite sure that you are observing complete stay at home to save yourselves, your family, and your surroundings from this pandemic COVID 19. May Allah protect us all from this widespread disease. First of all, let me congratulate you all for getting promoted to your next grade in your academic journey. Please mind that this class, grade 8, is very important stage in your academics. The reason being that we call it a pre-9, as you will be studying syllabus of grade 9, that is board class in the second term. And all of you know very well how important board classes are for your future endeavors. That's why you will have to take your study seriously from the very beginning of the session. In order to make up your deficiency in studies during this outbreak of coronavirus, following the instructions of Ministry of Education Qatar, the school management has decided to start e-learning classes for you, so that you observe, stay at home, and side by side focus on your studies as well. Our today's lesson is the first of this e-learning program. According to the schedule, we'll first revise all the contents of grammar which we had studied in grade 7. Well, dear students, these are the topics which we had covered in grade 7. We began with parts of speech. After this, we went on to study pronoun and its types. We also had done conjunction and its types. Clauses and its types were also done. And then we also had studied sentence and its types, only structure based. Letter writing was done, application, tenses, and in the end we had done punctuation marks as well. And I'm sure you all have all the notebooks available with you in which you had done all these topics. So you will have to take help from those previous notebooks of grade 7 as well. In this lesson, you will get to know what are parts of speech in English language, why are they important in a language, how many parts of speech are there in English language, what are the uses of these parts of speech in a sentence, and in the end you will practice how to identify certain parts of speech used in a sentence. Dear students, in any language, parts of speech are the most important. They are important in the grammar of any language in that they function as building blocks of a language. They are the basis of grammar. No correct sentence can be formed without the proper knowledge of parts of speech. The parts of speech indicate how the word functions in meaning as well as grammatically within the sentence. This helps us to analyze sentences and understand them. Every sentence you write or speak in English includes words that fall into some of the 8 parts of speech, which include noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, interjection, and conjunction. The first part of a speech to begin with is noun. You all know that noun is called a naming word because it is a word that names a person, place, a thing, or an idea. Like, for example, Ali is the name of a person and Ali is called a noun. Doha is the name of a place, that's why Doha is a noun. And things, you can name any of the things, for example, book, computer, or any of the thing which is in front of you, that is also a noun. An idea. The second part of speech is pronoun. Dear students, the word pronoun is made up of two words, that is pro, which means in place of or instead of, and noun is the name of a person, place, or a thing. It's a naming word. So from this we can define pronoun as that it's a word which is used in place of a noun. For example, he is my class fellow. Here he is pronoun because it has been used in place of a person. Everyone was laughing at him. In this sentence we have two pronouns, everyone, as well as the other one is him. She hurt herself. We have two pronouns again here, she and herself. Now the question arises, why do we make use of a pronoun in a sentence? Actually, pronouns are used in a sentence in order to avoid repetition of nouns in a sentence. The third part of speech is adjective. Adjective is a describing word. It modifies or describes a noun or a pronoun. Modifies or describes means that it tells us more about a noun or a pronoun. The examples are here. The first is we enjoyed the rainy day. Now day is a noun. What kind of a day? Rainy. So rainy is an adjective. Is that a wool sweater? Sweater is a noun. What kind of a sweater? Wool. So wool is adjective. Just give me 5 minutes. Minutes is noun. How many minutes? 5. Now adjective always gives answers to the following questions. Number 1, what kind of? Number 2, which? And number 3, how many? The next part of speech is verb. Verb is a doing word. It expresses the action done by the subject in a sentence. For example, you see all these pictures here, and all the pictures you see the persons doing something or the other. In the first picture you see two persons, two boys, they are playing. So play is a verb. The other one is cook, which is cooking. Cooking is also a verb. Running is also verb. Swim is also a verb. Laugh is verb. Read, doing something, that is read is also a verb. Sleep, sleeping is also something which you do, that is why it is also a verb. And you see the dog barking, so bark is also a verb because the dog is doing some action. So verb is a word which expresses the action which is done by the subject. So all these pictures, whatever you do, the people you see in these pictures, you see all of them doing something or the other. So whatever they are doing, that is called a verb. Alright dear students, the next part of speech is adverb. Adverbs are the words which describe means tell more about the verbs. For example, he ran quickly. Now, what did he do? He ran. How did he run? Quickly. So, the word quickly, it tells us more about the action, that is verb which he did. That is why quickly is an adverb. She left yesterday. When did she leave? She left yesterday. So, yesterday tells us about the time that the action was done at this time. So, yesterday is adverb. We went there. Went where? There. So, there is an adverb because it tells us about the place. It was too hot. To what degree or how much was it hot? So, to is also an adverb. So, adverb mostly gives an answer to how, when, where, to what extent, and also because as well. Well, the next part of speech is conjunction. Conjunction is known as a joining word. Why it is known as a joining word? Because it joins words, phrases, clauses, or sentences together. For example, since, or, although, and, either, or, but, because, neither, nor. These are some of the conjunctions. Now you see examples given at the end. The first example is Muniba and Alicia loved to cook. Now and is a conjunction here because it has joined two sentences together. You will go to school or you will fail. Here or is a conjunction. I'm happy because I just received my check. So you also see here because is a conjunction joining two clauses together. It has been cloudy since the morning. Here in this sentence, since is a conjunction. So conjunction is a word which joins sentences together, joins clauses together, phrases, and sometimes words. Well, the next part of speech is preposition. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show in what relation the person or the thing denoted by it stands in regards to something else. For example, there is a cow in the field. So here in this sentence you have in as a preposition. The cat jumped off the chair. Now here in this sentence off is a preposition. Now in the end of this slide you see some of the pictures. You see the ball rotating in different directions. In the first one, onto the box, off the box, under the box, over the box, around the box, away from the box, toward the box, past the box. Now you see the position of ball, football, with respect to the box. So all the words which show the position of ball with respect to the other object, that is box, all of them, these are called prepositions. Well, the last part of speech is interjection. Interjections are the words which are used to express sudden feelings or emotions. They may express feelings of joy, grief, surprise, and approval. They always have an exclamation mark after them. For example, you see the first sentence, goodness, what a cute baby. Wow, look at that sunset. Now in both these sentences you have the words like goodness and wow, they are expressing the sudden feelings of our emotions. And you also see that they also have exclamation at the end. Now in the last picture you see, hooray, it's party time. You see all of them dancing and all of them expressing their feelings of happiness by using hooray as an interjection. Well, dear students, that was all about the parts of the 8 parts of speech in English language. You came to know about the definitions of all 8 parts of speech, and also you came to know the examples and the use of these parts of speech and sentences. Now in this slide you will see a solved exercise in which you will see a sentence, and in this sentence all the parts of speech have been marked and named. You have to be careful when you read out this sentence. You have to focus on each and every part of speech which has been used in the sentence, because in the next slide you have a homework related to this, in which you will have certain sentences and you will have to underline all the parts of speech used in those sentences, and will also have to name them as well. Now in this sentence you see, the beautiful queen was walking slowly on the cool lawn and she was reading a long book about knights and kings which she enjoyed. Now you see, the is article, beautiful is adjective because it describes a noun queen after it. Queen is noun. Was walking, was and walking both are verbs. Adverb is slowly walking. How slowly? On the cool lawn, on is preposition, the is article, cool lawn. What kind of a lawn? Lawn is noun, and cool is adjective because it is describing the lawn after it, noun after it. And she was reading, and is conjunction, she is pronoun. Was reading, was and reading both are verbs. Are is article. Long book, what kind of a book? Long. Long is adjective, book is noun. About knights, about is preposition, knights is noun and is conjunction. Kings is noun, which she enjoyed, which is preposition, and also it's a conjunction as well. She enjoyed, she is pronoun, enjoyed is verb. With this we come to conclude this lesson about parts of speech. It was just a revision because you had already done all these parts of speech in grade 8 as in grade 7 already. Now we, in the end, you have this exercise of 5 sentences. You will have to do the same as it was done in the previous exercise that was solved. You have to underline all the words in these 5 sentences. You'll have to name them, name all the different parts, identify and name all the different parts of speech used in the sentence, and you will have to submit it. It's better that you take a print of this exercise consisting of 5 sentences and paste in your notebooks. So thank you so very much. I hope you understood all the 8 parts of speech which are used in English language, their usage in sentences and their identification in different sentences as well. So you will have to memorize all of them. It's better take a print of all of them and keep it with them, and you have to learn all this because you will be tested regarding this when the schools get open. Thank you very much and hope you enjoyed it, and take good care of you. Bye bye.